Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, how are you today? Okay, alhamdulillah, all of us in a good condition, and then we can continue our science lesson today. And then, first of all, I would like to check your attendance list, like usual. And then, there are some students that join the ANBK, right? Okay, and then I will check your attendance list. If I call your name, so you have to raise your hand. Okay, start from Ahmad Aufa, ANBK Adinda Rahma, Aira Kanya, okay, Alif Abdillah, Alvin Alarik, ANBK, Anissa Zuena, Arkanandra, Azaria, Brilian, Karisa, Dava Aji, Deandra Aleta, Erlinda Hikmah, Faradina, Filza, Kaitsa, Gilang, Ibra Marco, Iza Aurelia, Lubabul Irsyad, Maritza, Malati, okay, Ahdan, Gibran, Maesa, Jafir Ergian, Syauki, Yusuf, Zaki, Nova, Radit, Rifano, Sofrotul, Salisa. Okay. Please wear your shoes and do the conducive learning. Okay, because the last topic is about the digestive system, and then we should continue to the physics subject. But now we will do our fun activity together. Did you still remember the song Dari Sabang Sampai Merauke? Yes. Okay. So this we will sing together. And then maybe I will call one name to sing in front of the class. So you have to remember and remind the lyric of the song and of course the melody of the song. Okay, this is the song that we still use for the physics topic. 4, 1, 2, 3, and we will sing together. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Dari Sabang sampai Merauke, berjajar pulau-pulau, sambung menyambung menjadi satu, itulah Indonesia. Indonesia tanah airku, aku berjanji padamu, menjunjung tanah airku, Indonesia. Okay, all of you still remember the lyric, right? And then now we will focus to the lirik menjunjung tanah airku. Okay, if we focus to the lirik menjunjung tanah airku, so we can conclude the lyric with topic about physics that calls the pressure. Did you know what is pressure? Okay, let's read together about the meaning of menjunjung tanah airku lyric. The lyric of the song Menjunjung Tanah Airku in the song From Sabang to Merauke contains the word menjunjung. You know menjunjung? Rise up. Yeah, lift it up. So we have to make something or a thing lifted or make it become raised, and then the things should have mass. If we want to raise something, it should have mass, and then we will combine the mass with the gravity, and then we will divide it into the area. That will cause the pressure. That will produce the pressure. Okay, sit down properly, please. And then, here we have the lyric Menjunjung Tanah Airku. And you have to remember that menjunjung is some activity to lift it or raise a thing. Okay? And then we will go to the specific topic about the pressure. Okay, first of all, did you know what is pressure and what is the application of pressure in our daily life? Yeah, raise hand please. Pressure is tekanan, betul. And then what is the application of pressure in our daily life? For example, okay, think about it. You have to think about the pressure in our daily life because we often use the application of pressure in our daily life. For example, Dafa, you know what is the application of the pressure? It's okay. If you get wrong answer, I won't decrease your score. Just give your opinion.
The example is the pressure, the water, the speed water can fast and slow. Maybe it's connect to the system.
Okay, it connect to the system. The speed water.
The speed
What do you mean about the speed water?
like
Selang.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, if you want to flow the water inside the tube or the pipe, we should make it become high pressure so it will flow fast or become easy to flow in our area, like that. Okay, and then finally we will go to the meaning of pressure. If we want to study about the pressure, this is the meaning of the pressure. Pressure is the force for every surface. So it must have surface. Did you know what is surface? Luas permukaan. Jadi sesuatu yang punya tekanan pasti punya surface atau permukaan. And then this pressure is a unit that is pressed vertically, or the surface is pressed vertically, like from up to down, like that, vertically. And then there is a scientist. We know so many scientists, right? Like John Dalton for the atom discovery, and then like Newton. And now we also have scientists called Blaise Pascal. Pak Blaise Pascal or Mr. Blaise Pascal is the discovered or the person that discovered the law of pressure. As the tribute to him, sebagai penghormatan untuk Pak Blaise Pascal, so we will use the name, the Pascal name, as the unit of the pressure. And then later we will using the unit of the pressure Newton per meter square, or we can call it Pascal, symbolized by PA. Okay, this is symbolized from the Pascal, unit of the pressure. Okay, like the explanation or the definition, here we have the formula for the pressure. But first of all, we would discuss together about the solid pressure. Actually, there is three media that can given by pressure. It is the solid media, liquid media, and the gas media. But today, especially, we will explain about the solid pressure only. Okay? And later, for the next explanation, we will explain about the liquid pressure and gas pressure. Solid pressure. As we concern to the solid pressure is a real illustration to understand the definition of pressure. And then, based on the explanation, we will get formula P equals with F per A. With the P is pressure, use the unit Newton per meter square, or we can call it Pascal. So you can divide or you can choose using Newton per meter square or Pascal, up to you, because this is the same unit, right? And then for F is the force using unit Newton, or we can symbolize as N. And we can symbolize A as the area or luas permukaan, surface area, and this unit is meter square. Okay, you have the formula on your textbook. You can open your textbook on page 95. No need to write because you have the formula on your textbook on page 95. Is there any question for the formula of solid pressure? Okay, no. And then, as we know the formula, here we have, okay, here first. Did you know what this is? Okay, this is nail, paku in bahasa. How is the shape of the nail? The shape of the nail is like a tube. Yes, long like a tube, and then the upper surface. The upper surface, there is some flat part like the picture, and then the bottom face, the bottom part like this. Okay, this is sharp like, right? Yeah, and then the picture is like this, so the bottom part of the nail is sharp. And then why the nail shape like this? Have you ever think about the nail shape? Why the shape of nail like this? Why never the flat part of the nail should be the bottom part? Why the bottom part should be the sharp shape? Yeah, louder please. Why the shape of the nail like this, Deandra?
To easier put the nail in the ground.
Okay, correct. The shape of the bottom of the nail like this to make us easier to put the nail into the wall, because the function of the nail is to combine or put something on the wall. Maybe you can put your family picture or family photo in the figura, like using the nail, and then you can put them on the wall. That's why we need to make the pressure bigger. Why the formula or why the nail shape is like that? Because we need to increase, or we need to make the pressure become bigger. In order to make we are easy to put the nail on the wall. As the formula P equal with F per A, we have two ways to make the pressure bigger. Number one is by make the force bigger. So if we want to make the pressure bigger, we have to make the force bigger. Or we can make the area narrower. Jadi kalau pengen memperbesar gaya, kita butuh untuk membesarkan force-nya dan butuh untuk mengecilkan areanya. Berarti semakin besar gayanya, semakin besar pressure yang dihasilkan. Dan semakin kecil areanya atau luas permukaan bendanya, maka semakin besar juga pressure yang dihasilkan. Any question? Okay. That's why the nail shape is like this, in order to make us easier to put the nail on the wall. Imagine that the flat part of the nail should connect to the wall, and we will give pressure to the flat part, so we will become harder to make it into the wall. Jadi kita kalau pengen menancapkan paku, nggak boleh yang bagian atas, karena akan semakin susah untuk masuk ke dalam dinding. Okay, do you got the idea of the pressure? Okay, and then because we already know about the formula and the application of the pressure, here we have the sample question. This is the sample question, so we will discuss it together. A force of 800 newtons acts on a surface of 5 meters squared. How much pressure does this force produce? Like the formula, and then like our habit, if we want to count the physics exercise, we have to write the given, ask and answer, right? Okay, the first we have to write the given. From the question, what given? What is the given? Apa yang diketahui dari soalnya? Okay, we have the force. How many force? Okay, we can write F equals with 800 newtons. And then? Okay, we have the area or the surface area, 5 meters square. And then the question asks about? The pressure. It should be P. And the unit can be Newton per meter square or PA or Pascal. Okay, directly we will count the pressure by writing the formula first. P equal with F per A or force equal with area. And then the force is 800 per 5. Okay, what is the result of 800 divided by 5? Okay, 160. Okay, good job. 160, you can use Newton per meter square or you can use the P equal with 160 PA or Pascal. Is there any question? Yeah, Deandra?
If the question has n per m square, can we still use Pascal for the answer?
Yeah, we can still use the... Thank you for the question. Yes, we can still use the Pascal for the unit if the question still using the Newton per meter square. And then the point is we should make sure the force in Newton and the area using the meter square. Okay, my question for you guys, what happened if the area is still using the centimeter? Like I said, the area should be in meter square, right? But what will you do, or what is the step when the area is still using the centimeter square? Okay, change it, become meter. Can you change the meters become centimeters? Like usual, we use the stair like this. Okay, did you remember? KM, HM, dam, M, dm, cm, mm. Okay, if we start from the centimeters and then we will make it become meter, what should we do? From centimeter into the meter, this is up 2 steps. Yeah, up 2 steps. And then we should divide it by? Yeah, divided by 10. Are you sure? 1 step should be divided by 10, but this is 2 steps up. Okay, divided by 100. What if the question asks about the area should be in centimeter, but we still use the meter area, or we can down the step 2 steps, down 2 steps. So we should times with 100. So if just one step, we should divide it by 10. But if we 2 step up or 2 step down, it will multiply the 10. Like this. Centimeter from centimeter to decimeter, we should divide it by 10. And then from maybe meters to decimeter, we should multiply with 10. Okay. Do you got the concept of the exercise? Okay, and then please look at your textbook. We have question, and the question is similar like on the television. On the page 95 to, you have 2 boxes or 2 things. The picture on the page 95, And on my 4 point, I have block A and block B. You can make the block became A and B too. So you give name to the box, and then based on the measurement or the size of the box, box A like the picture, and then box B like the picture. A block of mass 8 kilograms has the dimensions as shown in the figure above. Placed in two ways, A and B, compare the pressure exerted on the object on the base underneath. If it is known that the acceleration due to gravity is 10 meters per second square. Okay, first, my question is, this is the same box or no? Yes, it is the same box, but yeah, different dimension. The first box or the A box is like long, right? Or the 5 meter size, tingginya 5 meter. But the B box atau box yang B, dia yang 5 meternya di bawah. The dimension is different. But the mass of the box is same. This is 8 kilograms. Your job is to determine or to count the comparison of box A and box B pressure. Can you answer the following question? Okay. Maybe you still confused about the question, but we will discuss together about the answer. But later I will give you some exercise and you have to answer it by yourself or you can count with your friends. Okay, first, from the box A, we will count the pressure. The formula is PA. It means the pressure of A. The formula is force of A and area of A. Okay? And then, the force of A, are we have the force of object A? Apa kita punya gaya dari objek A? From the question, dari soalnya itu, apakah kita punya gaya dari objek A? Rekan Andra, apakah kita punya gaya dari objek A? No, okay. But still, do you still remember about the concept of force? Yeah, from the first grade, what is force? Force is gaya. And how is the way to count the force? We can multiply the mass of the object and the gravity. Yeah. We have force by multiplying the mass and the gravity. The question has known the object mass, right? 8 kilograms. And the acceleration due to gravity is 10 meters per second square. So here we have the force by multiplying the mass and gravity, and then the area. My question, if we have box A, and then how is the way to count the area of box A? Should us multiply all of the number, or we can multiply 2, multiply with 1, and multiply with 5? Should us multiply all of the size there? No, kita tidak perlu mengalihkan semuanya. Kalau kita punya box A yang gambarnya seperti itu, kita hanya perlu mengalihkan luas area yang di bagian bawah, yang terkena oleh tekanan, atau luas permukaan yang terkena oleh tekanan. Kira-kira dari luas permukaan yang terkena oleh tekanan itu, yang mana ukurannya? Angka berapa yang perlu dikalikan supaya kita bisa memperoleh luas permukaan yang dikenai oleh tekanan? Oke, 2 dan 1. Jadi special for box A, special untuk box A, areanya adalah dengan mengalihkan apa? Panjang dikali lebar. Length and the width. Length and the width. Ini ya. Oke, and then we have the mass 8 kilograms, and then we have the gravity 10 meter per second square. And then we have to divide it into the area. It has the length of 2 and then the weight of 1. 8 multiply 10, 80, and then divided by 2. So the pressure of A is 40 unit. You can use Newton per meter square, or you can use the Pascal. This is for box A only. The concept is same for the box B. Okay, we focus to the box B now. Gilang. Box B. The formula still same, right? PB equal with F2 area of B. Okay, now for the force, we still using the mass times or multiply with gravity, and the area is still length and weight. Gilang, what is the mass of object B? Wait.
Mass object B is 8.
Okay, 8. And then the gravity or the acceleration of gravity?
10.
10. Okay, and then what is the length of object B? You should watch or observe the length of object B.
5.
Okay, 5. And then the width?
The weight 2. 2.
Okay, 2. So here we have the result. 8 multiply with 10, 80, and then we have the
10.
result of 5 multiply 2 is 10. So the pressure of object B is 8 Newton per meter square, or 8 Pascal.
8 Pascal.
Okay, and then now to make the finally we have to compare the pressure of A and then pressure of B, right? Here we have pressure of A is 40, and then we have the pressure of B is 8. And then, is there any answer of 40 compare with 8 on the multiple choice? There is no, right? Tidak ada kan jawaban 40 bagi 8 di pilihan jawaban. Nah sekarang, what should we do if there is no 40 compare with 8? Okay, we can make it simple. Yeah. How is the way to make it simple? Divided by 8. Okay, good job. 40 divided by 8? 5. And then 8 divided by 8? 1. So the comparison of pressure A and pressure B is 5 compared with 1. So the D answer. Is there any question? Yeah. Okay. That's the answer of your second question. Okay, and then I have some questions. We can call it like exercise question. Yeah. Maybe I have 2 or 3 questions. And your job is to answer the question, and you can discuss with your seatmate. Okay? You can discuss with your seatmate. My focus is you can discuss, yeah, not only look at or look the answer of the question. Okay, the first question. Here we have the first question. Look at the following picture. We have picture of 2 objects. I can call it the right object and the left object. And they have the size like the picture. And then there is weight. Did you know what is weight? Yes. Weight in bahasa is? Berat. Okay, good job. Berat. How is the way we can produce the weight? How is the way we can produce the weight? Yeah, same with the way we produce the force, right? The weight can be produced by mass time with gravity. So it can be said that the force equal with weight. Yeah, like this. So if you already have the weight, you don't need to count the force again. And then after that, you can make sure the comparison of the pressure of right object and the left object. But ma'am, the unit of the area is still using the centimeter. Yeah. What will happen if we want to change the unit of the area, become centimeter to meter? Okay, if we want to change from centimeter to meter, so we can divide it by 100. Yeah, okay. I give you time to count it. 5 minutes enough. You can discuss with your friend. Just answer the question. Don't speak with your friend or don't cheat your friend answer. I think the way is pretty same like the sample question of box A and box B. If you have questions, you can raise your hand and I will go to your place. Okay, Arya. Rafa, you can discuss with Mahesa to answer the question. Okay, by solving the question, you are doing the critical thinking and you have to maintain yourself to do the critical thinking because this is the important thing for you. And then by discuss with your friend during the way to answer the question, you do the collaboration, right? Why we should do the collaboration? Because in our social life, we cannot separate ourselves with other people, so we have to collaborate with other people correctly. Don't make so many mistakes with your friend, so you have to collaborate with your friend, yes? You have to change the centimeter become meter, so it is divided, right? If you want to change the centimeter into the meter, so you have to make it two step up. So you have to divide it by 100. For example, if you want to change the result, 3 multiple with 2, the result is 6, right? 6 centimeter square. Or you can change the 2 centimeter first. 2 centimeter change into meter, it is the 0.002. Okay, I will explain to you how is the way to convert the centimeter into the meter. Okay, look at the whiteboard. I will give you way. How is the way to change 2 centimeter become meter? Okay, if we have 2 centimeters and we will change into the meter, first we have to state the centimeter here. Centimeter and here is the meter. Rafa, konsentrasi. Centimeter here and here the meter. From centimeter to meter, we have to up 2 steps. 1 and 2, right? That's why from centimeter to meter, we have to divide it by 100. Okay, 100. And then 2 divided by 100 is, how is the result of 2 divided by 100? 0.02, like this, right? Yeah, this is the result of 2 centimeter if you want to change it become meter, 0.02 meter. Okay, and then ma'am, I want to multiply the area first, or I want to produce the area first. For example, if we want to produce the area of a right box, yeah, it has length and width 2 and 8, right? The length is 8 and the width is 2. How is the result of 8 multiplied with 2? This is 16. Yeah. But the unit is centimeter square. Kalau kita sudah mengalihkan 8 dengan 2, 8 cm dengan 2 cm, hasilnya adalah 16 cm persegi. Kalau sudah kalian kalikan areanya, kalian harus membuat satuannya berubah. Yang tadinya cm persegi berubah jadi meter persegi. Pakai yang sebelah kanan. Kalau inginnya mengalihkan hasil dari areanya. Kalau cuma satu-satu doang, 2 cm-nya dikalikan dengan nanti hasilnya berapa, 8 cm, itu satu-satu dulu boleh. Kalau yang ini, langsung. Misalkan kita punya 16 cm di sini. 16 cm persegi sama dengan berapa meter persegi? Nah, how is the way to change the centimeter square into the meter square? 2 step up, but this is using the square. Pakai persegi. Kalau ini nggak pakai persegi, kalau ini pakai persegi. Gimana caranya? Kalau nggak pakai persegi itu dikalikan 100, dibagi 100, dibagi 100. Kalau yang centimeter persegi dengan meter persegi diapakan? Ini sudah ada perseginya. Dikuadratkan. Dikalikan dengan bilangan yang sama. Misalkan ini, for example, I have centimeter square. I want to change into the decimeter square like this. So we have to divide it by 100. For example, like the decimeter square, 2 meter square, we have to divide it by 102. What if we want to change directly from centimeter square to meter square? Kalau langsung dari centimeter kuadrat ke meter kuadrat berarti dibagi berapa? Dibagi 10.000, betul. Dibagi 10.000. Dari mana 10.000? Dari 0 yang di belakang ini ditambahkan. Atau dikalikan dulu. Ini ada 2 0, ini ada 2 0. Jadinya dibagikan dengan 10.000. Sehingga nanti si 16-nya di sini tadi, 16-nya kalau pengen jadi meter kuadrat, berarti 16 bagi 10.000. Nah, itu. Terserah mau yang mana. Ngitung areanya dulu, baru dapat si ini hasilnya dengan sentimeter persegi, baru nanti diubah jadi meter persegi, atau ngitung satu-satu, 2 cm dijadikan meter, terus 8 cm dijadikan meter. Terserah yang mana yang paling mudah untuk kalian. Oke, hurry up, I will give you time and then we will discuss together about the answer. Make sure you have the answer because I will call your name to answer in front of the class. Hah? Kenapa? Kenapa? Dapat dari ini 8 cm dikalikan 2 cm. Cm kali cm. Cm kuadrat. Ya, kayak matematika biasa. Okay, I will check your step. Where's your answer? Lihat. You can discuss with Brilliant. What is your name? I'm sorry, I forgot. What is your name? Salisa, okay. What is your result, Salisa? Not yet. Okay, I will check later ya. I will come back here later. Alif, where is your result? Not yet, okay. Have you have the result, Ibram? Okay, the final result is the comparison, right? Terakhirnya, jawaban terakhirnya adalah perbandingan ya. Seperti contoh yang tadi itu, jadi berapa banding berapa. This is for the right object.
Oh yes.
Right object or left object?
Right.
Right, okay. Have you have the comparison? Nova? Not yet. Kok ayo, Pak? Biar nulis dulu. Sorry. Okay, now the students still what happened?
Iya kan 8 dibagi 10.000.
Ya, 0,0008. 16 dibagi 10.000 berarti 0,0016. 8 dibagi 10.000 berarti 0,0008. Itu dasarnya. Kalau sudah ada weight sama weight-nya kan sama dengan force, berarti tinggal 24 per berapa sama 8 per berapa. Ya, Newton per meter persegi, the unit is wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, and then to this.
Najib punya box.
Sama, hampir sama. 8 bagi 0,008. Box B, yeah. It is quite same with the box A, but the area using 8 centimeter square, but you have to change it into the meter square. Yeah, 5 centimeters become 0.04 meter. And then the area. Okay, directly go to the formula, it's okay. No need this one. No need this one, missing. Awais. Kurang 1-0 ya. Ini hasilnya ini. Ini 8 dibuat lagi. 8 per 0,0008. Oke, wait. Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. Ya. Bawahnya apa? 1000 kan? 10.000. 10.000. Compare Box A, box B 15.000. Oke, silakan. Langsung bagi 5.000. 3/2. 15 bagi 5.000. Langsung aja. 3/2. 3/2. 3 banding 2 bisa. Okay, your friend already answered the question and then she will try to explain to you about her answer. Look at your friend here. Guys, attention to your friend. Ya, Karisa, try to explain to your friend.
The first we must change the length and weight from the box A to the meter units. So the 2 centimeter become 0.02 meter and 8 centimeter become 0.08 meter. Then we enter to the formula that is 24 divided by 0.02 times by 0.08. Then the result is 24 per 0.0016. Then we divided it. The result is 15,000 Newton meters. Then the box B is we must change the length and weight 2 centimeter to the meter, that is 0.02 meter, and the 4 centimeter is 0.04 meter. And we enter to the formula that is 8 divided by 0.02 times by 0.04. The result is 8 per 0.0008. Then we must divide it into the result, that is 10,000 Newton meter quadrat.
Okay, based on the Karisa answer, so we can determine the comparison of box A and box B pressure is 15,000 compared with 10,000. So it will be simplified, become 3.2. So the correct answer is 3.2. Okay, is there any question? Okay, Karisa, back to your place. Okay, guys, because this is the end of our time lesson today, so we continue our science lesson today for the liquid pressure. And then before we close our lesson, let's make summary together. So today we learn about the pressure of the solid things. This is specific for the solid things. And then how is the formula of the solid pressure? This is P equals with force per area. Okay, and then the force should be in Newton and the area should be in meter square. Okay, how is the way, my last question, how is the way to make the pressure bigger, like the nail that should be put into the wall? How is the way to make the pressure bigger? Number one, we have to make the force bigger, or we have to make the area narrower or smaller. Okay, is there any question for this lesson? Okay, no, thank you for your attention. I hope this lesson can make you get more knowledge, and then you can face this dynamic life and you can solve your problem in your daily life. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.